Yeah, Lubbock Christian just started playing better. They were learning us just as well as we're trying to learn them. And so, props to them for really playing some good ball. And I'm really always happy when our girls can figure it out in game, instead of having to figure it out with a loss. And so, or a loss of a set. And so I'm just really proud about how we clean things up. I think they stepped it up at the service line. So service eve needed to just get a little bit cleaner. And once we could do that, we were able to terminate again. But beating LCU at any time, whether it's home or away, is always a solid win. They always play so well. It's just a fun rivalry. So I was really, really proud about how the outcome was for that night.
Obviously, with you, there's all kind of championship level teams, but do you guys feel like you have some ability to kind of flip the switch when you need to and get to that higher level just to put opponents away, or even when it comes time to the playoffs, talk about that?
Right. I never want to make assumptions that, the switch will just be flipped on its own, just because I think that's a shaky foundation to live off of. I do feel like our girls do know moments and manage moments well. So, we can call it flipping a switch or whatever, but I think they're just a little bit more cognizant of some situations where maybe we need to keep things a little bit more simple. Or maybe understand, we just have to chip away. We don't have to win with this next point. We just got to win the points ahead and keep it simple. So, yeah, I think the experience is definitely helping us, but definitely don't want to take those, the experience for granted as well.
Speaking on managing moments, you guys always, I feel like every year in, year out, have been great. How easy is it or hard is it to kind of stop and realize, right now, 4 games left, take everything in and be like, hey, I know that we're trying to shoot for this, but let's enjoy the ride while we're here.
Man, you're nailing it. That's really what we're trying to, we always say be where our feet are, or be in the day that we're in. And I feel like, especially this week, we get to go to Cameron on Wednesday to enjoy that road trip down and back, but also Friday being senior night. We really need to just sink in. This is special. This is something that not everybody gets to do. And that's why we have to celebrate our seniors a night before. We got to do it together as a team on Thursday because it's pretty emotional, And so everybody that's been here, regardless of time frame, whether it's been 5 years or 1 season, they're significant, And so, we are definitely more aware of that and practicing that now for sure. Oh man, well there's a makeup of a player like Kelsey Carpenter that came here last spring, and she's wrapping it up quick, but her impact has been significant. And then, just from Piper Warren being in her 2nd semester of nursing school and managing nursing and volleyball at the same time. Incredible, just person to look at and say, wow, I can't feel sorry for myself. Look what she's in. And then Carly Evans, her story of, junior college to transferring, being in San Francisco to coming back to taking a year off to being able to come back and finish on such a high note and want to try to play professionally. Emma Patterson is just that kid that, every roster is lucky to have a kid like Emma Patterson on their team, and she's glue for us. And then I probably can't talk too long about Tori Miller because she's been here since the day I've gotten here, and so it's a big one, we say we started as freshmen together. I was a freshman year coach and she was a freshman year volleyball player, but we grew a lot together. So every single one of them is super significant in their own way. And I'm just so grateful that they gave me their time and trust, and I can't wait to celebrate them.
Coach, I want to see, you talked a lot about managing the team this season, especially knowing you guys hoping it's going to be a long season, go through a long playoff run, and how, the ins and outs of that. Do you feel like the team's at where you want it to be at right now? Do you feel like you guys are kind of hitting your stride heading into the season?
Yeah, it's like this formula. You want to put it together and make sure this potion is coming together well. And when we get to this time of the year, I want to make sure we're very specific and conscientious of the reps we're taking. Also do a lot more training with our eyes, so a lot more video. But I do believe that rest is a form of training, whether that's resting your mind or resting your body. And so we like to intermix all those things at this time of the year to make sure we can be fresh on game day and when we have to perform. And so, yeah, I'm not apprehensive or feel nervous about where we stand. But yeah, we're very conscientious of those things right now.